Predator cracked her rib in the first clash. She ripped its throat before her heart rate even rose. The creature's claw connected with Lieutenant Kira Voss's ribcage with a sickening crack that echoed through the abandoned mining facility. Pain bloomed white-hot across her left side, but her hands were already moving, muscle memory overriding conscious thought. She caught the second strike mid-arc, her augmented fingers closing around chitinous armor that could withstand plasma fire. The Zytherian predator had been stalking the Outer Rim colonies for 3 months. 17 settlements. 243 casualties. Command had sent their best soldiers, their most advanced weapons. None had returned. They hadn't sent Kira because she was the best. They'd sent her because she was the last option they had left. The creature twisted in her grip, its mandibles spreading wide to reveal rows of serrated teeth. Acidic saliva dripped onto her shoulder pad, eating through the military-grade polymer in seconds. Its breath reeked of decay and ammonia. Most humans would have been paralyzed by the smell alone, their nervous systems shutting down from the neurotoxins the creature exhaled. Kira's heart rate remained steady at 62 beats per minute. The modifications had cost her everything. Her career in the regular forces. Her relationship with her family. Her sense of being entirely human. The neural suppressors dulled fear, pain, and hesitation. The endocrine regulators kept adrenaline from flooding her system at inappropriate moments. The genetic rewrites had turned her bones to something harder than titanium and her reflexes into something that operated outside normal human perception. She'd become a weapon. Cold. Efficient. Unstoppable. The Zytherian lunged again, trying to use its superior mass to pin her against the corroded metal wall. Kira shifted her weight, using the creature's momentum against it. Her boot found purchase on a fallen support beam. She pushed, twisting, and suddenly they were airborne, the creature's back slamming into the ground with enough force to crack the ferrocrete beneath them. Her hand shot forward, fingers extended like a blade, and punched through the softer chitin at the base of the creature's throat. The Zytherian's shriek cut off mid-note as she felt cartilage and alien musculature tear beneath her grip. Hot, purple-black blood sprayed across her face, burning where it touched exposed skin. She didn't flinch. With one brutal motion, she ripped sideways, tearing through what passed for the creature's jugular. The Zytherian thrashed once, twice, its limbs scraping uselessly at her armor before going still. The entire engagement had lasted 14 seconds from initial contact to termination. Kira stood slowly, her cracked rib grinding with each breath. The pain was there, distant and manageable, like something happening to someone else's body. She tapped the communicator on her wrist, and the holographic display confirmed what she already knew, heart rate still 62 beats per minute. Blood pressure normal. Stress hormones within acceptable parameters. She looked down at the dead predator, its yellow eyes already glazing over. This thing had terrorized the outer colonies, had slaughtered trained soldiers and armed civilians with equal ease. And she'd killed it with her bare hands before her body even registered that she was in danger. The neural suppressors prevented pride just as effectively as they prevented fear. Kira activated her beacon and began walking toward the extraction point, leaving the creature's corpse behind. Command would want samples. Scientists would study it, looking for weaknesses, developing countermeasures for the next time the Zytherians ventured into human space. But they all knew the truth. The best countermeasure against monsters wasn't better weapons or stronger armor. It was making bigger monsters. As the extraction shuttle descended through the toxic atmosphere, Kira pressed her hand against her injured ribs and allowed herself one small, involuntary response the modifications couldn't quite suppress. She smiled. Not from satisfaction or joy, but from the simple recognition that despite everything they'd taken from her, despite all the humanity they'd stripped away to forge her into this instrument of war, something stubbornly, defiantly alive still flickered in the spaces between her augmented synapses. She was a weapon. But she was still Kira Voss. And that, somehow, was enough.